everyone. Welcome to Module 3. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to everyone. I don't know who you're rooting for, but I hope your team wins. I just want to take a few minutes to go over the module for this week. You're going to get into some more strategies for design this week. You're going to kind of go through a little bit of a review on UI and UX. So you'll kind of see some review here from B30. Because these are 8-week courses. We go through them pretty quick. So you're going to see some content that's kind of repetitive just to kind of keep it fresh in your mind, because the courses are meant to build on each other. So you'll get a little review here of UI and UX design. We'll go into accessibility and different laws governing that. Media editing, so kind of using your reminders on how to use video, how to use images within your courses so that they're user-friendly. Something that we don't think about very often is making sure our courses are mobile friendly. And there's some different strategies that you can use and different tools to help make sure that your course looks good on a mobile device. I know the Canvas app is really user friendly, and there's a lot you can do on that app as opposed to like the Blackboard app. There's not near as much you can do. I've worked in both. I like the Canvas app a whole lot better. It's just definitely more user friendly. So there'll be some tools and tips here for mobile friendly design. And then you'll finally get to look a little bit on like Creative Commons and licensing. Folks, there's a lot of great material out there that you can use and take and kind of tweak and make your own. So sometimes it's kind of good to look and not necessarily reinvent the wheel. I know I like to look and see if there's some resources out there that I can take and make, more of my own before I make everything. So it's always good to kind of keep an eye out on what's out there. And then finally, you have a discussion this week. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and pull that up. And that is going to be for the interactive lesson. So, we have 3 kind of big assignments for this particular course. I kind of think of it like this, like your research presentation is like your broad topic, something that you're really interested in with respect to digital learning. And then you're kind of taking that and you're bringing it down and applying it. So you're applying it to a lesson, but then that lesson is part of a bigger, unit or course. It doesn't necessarily have to be this, this lesson is in this particular course. You could be, working in a couple of different courses here. But please think about, how can you make this your own? How can you make it relevant for you and your course? I don't personally like to do busy work, and I'm not a fan of learning that's not relevant. So just think about, how can you take this and apply it right now to a course that you're teaching, or a course that maybe you're going to teach in the fall, and just make it relevant to your own particular situation. We have a really cool group of folks here that we're teaching in all different areas. So what one person does with their interactive lesson might look completely different from someone else. So definitely try to make that relevant to your particular situation. So for the discussion this week, you're either writing paragraphs if you like, or you're welcome to do video, just like we've been doing. Think about the grade level and subject for which you're designing your lesson. And it could be higher education. It can be, if you're in a K-12 environment, it can be, another grade level. Think about, are you going to do an asynchronous or a synchronous lesson? And you're kind of looking for roughly 10 to 15 minutes of instruction. So we're kind of going up a little bit. Your research presentation was about 5 to 10 minutes, give or take, depending on, how you structured that. And now we're thinking we're going to go a little bit bigger. So is this going to be, an asynchronous lesson? Think about, how would the folks be engaged in that learning for roughly 10 to 15 minutes if it's asynchronous. If it's a synchronous lesson, it can be a mini lecture. It can be some sort of, use of a PowerPoint or a Prezi where you've got interaction points, however you would like to do that. And then third, how will you apply the design principles that you've explored this week? So again, some of those are kind of review from B30, just to keep them fresh in your mind. And how are you going to use those design principles to create your lesson? And then again, what feedback would you like? And then by Sunday, please respond. I'm absolutely loving the responses that everybody is giving each other. You guys are so helpful to each other, and I'm learning so much even from you, just reading your responses. And I love to see how these tools are being applied in so many different contexts. It's really, really cool to see. So you guys are doing an amazing job, and I just want to commend you for, taking the time to, take these courses and try to make your instruction better. And that being said, I am absolutely here to help you. So if you need anything, you have any questions, you just want to bounce an idea off of me, you're not limited to like office hours in order to do that. You can always, call and leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can send me an email. That's totally fine. I do work for Bakersfield City during the day, so my 7:30 to 3:30 is spent for the school district. But if I have some time, during that time, I'll try to get back to you. If not, it would probably be after 3:30. But I'm happy to chat with any of you, and I've had the chance to chat with so many of you, and it's been really, really cool just to talk to you in person, since this is an asynchronous course. So one more thing before we wrap up this module. If you would, the last thing in the module is just a really quick Google form, and I would just love to get some feedback about where you are. These are newer courses. We're trying to refine them as best as possible. This is my first time teaching this particular course, so I just really want to make sure I'm doing what I can to help you. You have suggestions, I'm happy to take those, because we'll get together as a team and we'll talk about the feedback that we get, and see what we can do to make the courses even better, because really that's what it's about, right? We're teachers. We want to make sure we're providing a good learning experience for our students. So if you have, again, any questions, you need anything, please don't hesitate to get back to me or to give me a call. I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.